going to be phenomenal. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about triggers and trigger stacking, and I'll go kind of quick through that, but let's get the idea. Horses will trigger off of 3 things, majority of the time. There's really only 5 things you need to know about horses. These 3 triggers, and then 2 truths. Okay, so there's 5 things. We'll go through these. The 3 triggers. Sight, sound, and touch. Yep. So your horse will trigger off of things they see, things they hear, and things that touch them. Fair enough? And then there's only 2 truths that you really need to know about the horse that'll make everything make sense. There's only 2 things that horses are really afraid of. Well, that's the end result. Yeah, they want to avoid that. There's only 2 things that they're really afraid of on this whole planet. Things that move and things that don't move. Yeah, you should laugh right now. I set that up as really serious, like, oh my God, this is going to be like the world's answer to the horsemanship. And I was writing it down to take notes. Yeah, like, that was dumb. Like, God. What is this? Yeah, your horse will trigger off of 3 things, sight, sound, and touch, and only afraid of 2 things, things that move and things that don't move. So you figure that out, you have got it made with your horse. So, as you're interacting with your horse, there's an event, there's a sequence that starts happening called trigger stacking. And this is where we get into trouble. So we're going to kind of talk about what our trouble is, and then we're going to unwind it to, like, how do we not have this thing happen. So we'll use this little black horse as an example. I know nothing about this. Courtney, that's one of your horses. So I know nothing about that horse, so don't take this. Yeah, I know nothing. So what's that horse's name? Star? Star. All right, see, hearing thing, got it. Star. So Star over there in the pen right now, pretty relaxed, head down. Look at those soft ears, got feed down. Look how low her head is, like walking, head's down lower than her withers, the neckline is even, yeah, see how low that is right there? So there, let's describe that horse as far as on this trigger stacking. You know, let's say that dust and blood happens at level 10, and right now I'm going to say Star's at a level 1. Does that seem fair enough? So if we took Star out of the pen over there, and let's say I just walk in there and I just walk in and go throw a halter on, and I just kind of pin her up against the fence, and you know, you do the dance. You guys know how you catch your horse, you kind of get the dance, you got him there, and you're like, ha, got you. And then you come in, you put the halter on, you tie it up, like, let's go, we're going to head out, like we're going on a trail ride. And then we're going to kind of drag Star down the walkway here. We're going to go over to the horse trailer, and we're walking along, and things are happening, and you know, Wes might be driving by on the gator with a load of feed, and he's late for work, so he's running, you know, like 20 miles an hour, feed's bouncing off the sides. Never happens, right? Nope. And so he's cruising along, and the gator goes by, and Star and I are like, well, we're going on a ride, and we're going to go to the trailer. Well, from there to the trailer, we might upregulate 4 or 5 notches. You know, we might be at level 5 by the time we get to the trailer. Does that make sense? Because look how calm that is. How many of you tack your horse up that looks like that? Right? We're not really tacking up a 0 horse or a 1. We're tacking up a 4, 5, 6, 7 level type horse. Because from the time we go there, things are happening. Star is being triggered by sight, by sound, by touch, right? I touched, put the halter on, did all these things. Take her over, I start brushing her, I get the saddle on. Now we're at a 6 or a 7. Right, back the truck up, load her in the trailer. She's a little balky, so you know we kind of do it a little faster and like, get in there, come on, Star, let's go already. And a couple of smacks on the butt, and we jump her in the trailer, tie her head up in there, close the divider because we're late to the trailhead. So now I got a 7, 8 level horse in the trailer. And we're going to drive, you know, 10 minutes over here to the trailhead. I get her out of the trailer, 10 other horses there with 10 other people and a whole bunch of cars. Star, for all she knows, because she just lives in the now moment, got loaded in a time machine, just got transported to some other reality and doesn't even have a clue what the hell's going on. She gets out and like, oh my God, did you look, there's horses over there, there's people over there, where's the dinosaurs at? Right? So now I've unloaded and I've got a level 9 horse. But I still got to put my lunch on, I got to tie my raincoat on, I got to get ready, put the bridle on, get all this done. Now I'm at a 9, a 9.5, and I'm going to ride over to this other herd of horses that's over there, and I'm going to take Star and be like, just blaze right into that herd of horses. Don't you think 2 things about that whole herd of horses. We're just going to go for a ride. And so for the next 45 minutes, I'm riding along with everybody on Star, and old Star is just like, woo, prancing and jigging and going, all sweaty. And I'm telling my friends, no, she'll calm down. Usually takes about 45 minutes, and she'll be fine. She's zigging and zagging. You see how she's just trigger stacked, upregulated. And now we're riding along, and we got to cross this little stream of water. It's like from here to there. It's like that big. And I get Star up there to it, and everybody goes across the stream of water, and Star gets to it, and she's like, well, I know there's crocodiles in that water, right? There's for sure sharks in there. There's all kinds of scary things in there. I better jump this water. So she launches herself across the water. Halfway through, I'm in the air. I was just getting ready to take a sip of my coffee, and she launches. Whoa, I spill out, throw my back out, do a half twist somersault, land on my head, give myself a concussion, and I'm pissed off that my horse is afraid of water. Does that story make sense? Has that happened, or just me? Okay, that's trigger stacking, right? We took a very calm, quiet horse and just did very normal things for us humans, and this horse just loaded the pressure, loaded the pressure, loaded the pressure, took it on, took it on, took it on, took it on, until she couldn't. And then at 10, things break. They break down. Does that make sense? Everybody, raise your hand, give me some nods. We're all on the same page. So let's talk about this trigger stacking, because this is what gets us into trouble. Is from the time we go from there until the big thing happens, how many little things happened that we didn't pay attention to? How many little things, how many little upticks happened that we just associate as normal? You're a horse. You've lived at this place for 10 years. There's never been a dinosaur here. There's never been a horse get killed here. Nothing bad has happened to any horses here. Why are you freaking out on me? Right, this is human. We label, we reason, we make things up. We tell stories. The horse is just right now. So how that trigger stacking is what creates the big thing. I get the phone call after the big thing, is when I get the phone call. Nobody calls me and is like, hey, Wes, me and my horse are doing awesome. We're doing so damn good. We want to keep it that way. Any suggestions? No, I don't get those phone calls. I get the phone calls of, well, I just got out of the hospital. Everything's okay. I had a concussion and broke my hip and my knee and my shoulder, but it's okay.
And my horse needs a fix.
And my horse is scared of this little stream of water. Can you do stream of water training for my horse? I haven't found anything online about how to, stream of water training. Like, that's the big thing. It's the little things that led to the big thing. I don't ever try to start and fix the big thing. That's not the problem. That is not the problem. That was just the breaking point. What little things led to it? So we'll talk about how these little things get reinforced and how we inadvertently just allow trigger stacking. You guys aren't doing anything wrong, we just don't know. And so these things happen.